Theo channel. My life sucks. Fucking anxiety. Hate it. I wish I wasn't so awkward. Wish I weren't so shy. So yeah, I'm constantly saying about how I feel like an alien and I'm an alien. And the fact is that, I asked, just, have you people ever seen someone, like me before? Have you ever heard of someone who sounds like me? You ever come across anyone like me before? Have you ever seen someone that's similar to me before? And if you haven't, then that just proves even more that I'm different, And I'm constantly reminded that I'm different, all the time, and it's hard. I know it's hard to relax and hard to just do things in situations when you feel like you're just like an alien in every, when you feel like an alien out, everywhere you go, and I know that feeling is not going to go away. I know that feeling is never going to go away, and and that's why people stare at me. Part of the reason is because I'm different, and I'm unique, and also they stare because I'm different, and because of how it makes you feel nervous and uncomfortable, and because I look uncomfortable and nervous. But that also draws the attention of me to people. People notice me. That makes people stare at me because of that. So I know nothing's going to change. I can't. It's never going to change. I'm never going to be like everybody else. And just feel like because I'm not like everyone else. It just feels like I'm just never gonna. It just feels like I'm just gonna be alone forever because I'm not like everyone else. I feel like I'm never gonna find a woman because I'm not like every other guy. And yeah, it's annoying. And it's just how nothing's ever going to change because of how different, And I know when I was younger and growing up, I never really thought about this. I've only become aware of this being different to everyone else and feeling like different as I got older. I started to feel like that. I started to become more insecure. Well, actually, I started to get insecure for about age 16. And when I was a kid, I didn't give a shit. All I wanted to do when I was a kid, just play with toys, just watch cartoons and just be a kid, which is what I did, I did, and my childhood was great, I don't, the things that in a way I kind of wish when I was a kid I did perhaps. I kind of wish that we had all phones and all that back then. We wish we had all smartphones, and I wish cameras were a lot cheaper back then. Because then, I could have probably got my own camera, and I could have, I just wish I'd have done more videos and took more photographs when I was younger. So we didn't, but I had a good child. In a way, I wish I kind of hung out with people. I wish I kind of did more things with like people my age and stuff, and I spent more time out at school with. Well, I actually did. I did have a friend. I did play with other kids out in the streets up to about 12, but after about that, I stopped doing that because, probably because I started to, because I started to probably, well, I used to play out when I was younger. Play with, played with toys and all that, and just had fun. I had a great childhood. It's just life only gotten shit as I've gotten older. As I've got to, well, actually, my life got shit from 18, like 16 onwards. Well, age 18, my life got shit, and then it got shitter as my anxieties got worse, and now to this day, anxiety, depression, my life's been shit since then. And I've wasted pretty much all my 20s, pretty much nearly all my 30s, nearly, you know, I've only got just over a year left of my 30s. I've wasted all that. If only now, as I'm getting towards the end of my 30s, if only now I'm starting to do more things. So I think compared to like the 20s, nothing ever happened. Nothing happened in my 20s. Nothing happened in my early 30s. But towards the end of my 30s now, I am starting to push out a bit more. Did the Birmingham, you know, I went on the old buses. I went on an old bus there, and I'm going back again to do travel more. That's what I wanted to do. So the next thing I want to do needs to be the date. The next thing needs to be the dating. Dating needs to be next. That's something I've been wanting to do for years, and I need to do. But it's hard because of how I feel about myself, and women, and it's just worrying that women just don't like. You know, it's the feeling like women don't find me physically attractive. So it kind of, you know, it's fearful to date because I just feel how I think women see. It's because I think women don't like me, or don't find me attractive, or don't like me. So it's kind of putting me off doing it. It's putting me off trying because I have this belief in my head that women don't like me and women think I'm unattractive, and I can't shift that belief. It's like, you know, it's a belief in my head I can't shift, and then, you know, but I've just got to push past that. I don't know. And even though I have met women in the past, you know, as well, so I've done it before. I've met women. I've managed to meet 5 women online in the past. Back when I was like 18 years old, that was. But so I've done it before. So I think that needs to be next. You know, that needs to be the next thing I do. And I also want to do a day out as well. I want to go on a day out and all that. So all these things I need to do. You know. But I think the Birmingham. And what I did with the going on the old buses, that's a start, I suppose, isn't it? That's a start. It's nothing massive, but it's a start. At least I've done something now. At least I've done something. You know, so it's good. So I think that's a good thing. I should think. Yeah.